Jeff Hall here at Goalcrease in Minnesota with Jordan Moran with Twin City Steel. We're going to talk about the post lean today. Show us the post lean, Jordan. You're going to have your foot down against the post to seal along the ice, and your body covering the post to cover high shots. We call it the post lean, by the way. Some people call it reverse VH. It's another name for it. The post lean, we like it's just a little more descriptive. And we want to give credit to Magnus Olson and the guys at the Goaltending Consultant Group for helping us learn more about this and use it as more than just a desperation save, but actually a good blocking position where you have coverage and both mobility. All right, we're going to talk about the technique and how you use the post lean correctly. First thing you're going to see is Jordan get his foot to the post, and he actually has the toe cap, okay, the front of his skate is the ideal spot for your foot to hit the post. After that, your body comes and your glove sits low on the glove side, so your arm goes straight. Common mistake on this side is to bend the elbow. Goalies are used to bending the elbow in a position where they're trying to catch pucks, but now you get little gaps, and this seals the short side much better. All right? It is okay if Jordan can move away for a minute. It is okay to get to the post in a way where your foot goes back a little bit inside. Okay? You still get a tight seal. And it's okay if you get to the post and the skate blade actually hits the inside. That can work too. Now show us how you lead from there. Now about stick position, most goalies prefer to keep the stick blade open on this side in sort of a poke check position to help prevent pucks from getting across. You can, if the passing lane is different, you can stick it out a little further out here. Okay? But in either case, you want to be ready in case the puck goes to the front to get your stick blade square to a shot. All right? If you put your stick blade over here by your pad, it actually tends to cause more rebounds than it controls. If it hits your pad, it's coming right back. If it hits your stick, it tends to ramp up funny or maybe bounce right in front. So it's kind of unnecessary. The stick, in any case, should be adjustable. Once in a while, you might even need to go flat paddle to kind of freeze a loose puck over here. You got to be able to do lots of different things with your stick. Okay, now, one thing to think about on this save technique is you have good stability. If a player bumps into you or crashes into you, you're still going to have a tight seal on the ice and not that hard to stay on the post. As opposed to the post leg up position, show us with the other leg up. And you get similar coverage to make the save, but your rebound control is dangerous here. Pucks tend to not hit you in the body nearly as much. And when they do hit you down low, they bounce in front very often. And if somebody bumps into you, your 5-hole almost always opens up, and you can tend to lean away from the short side real easy. So it's hard to play when you're getting bumped in traffic. Okay, now we're going to talk about what Jordan does with the back leg when he gets to the post. As he slides into the post, seals off with a controlled stop, this leg should reach away from you, kind of across the center mark of the crease. Okay, what this does is give you stability, makes it easier to lean tight. Goalies who try to close the 5-hole as they're sliding, go ahead and put both knees on. They don't get as tight a seal here, and they tend to crash into the post with less control. It's easier to stop under control if this leg stays out of the way. Then you also can move off the post better, not so much by pushing with this leg, but by moving your upper body and just pulling with this leg. And now he's squared up ready for a shot. Okay, real quick, show us what that looks like on the other side. This foot should be across and a little bit in front of the goal line, so he's ready to move. He's got a tight seal here. All right, on the blocker side, the flat paddle is a useful tool. Most goalies are used to this, and this side comes much more naturally. So you got to almost practice more on your glove side. Most goalies do this just by habit. But the stick can be used great to control rebounds, kind of deaden it. Also, to prevent people from sticking on your food, you can do a little attack like that. Don't overdo it. You swing your stick way out here and miss, you're really off balance and vulnerable for pucks that make it to the front of the net, or behind the net for that matter. Now, if you're in this position, Jordan here is in his normal post stance, his foot on the post, and a play develops where there's going to be a quick shot. It's pretty hard to get this pad down and use the post lean in this situation. So you still have to close the 5-hole sometimes by dropping this knee and using this post leg up technique. Or like Jordan just showed you, we still teach the occasional stand-up save, usually when the puck is a little further away. But either way, you got to have different tools for different situations. It's not just always going to be one way to make a save on an angle shot. One of the more common scenarios to use this post lean is on a wraparound. If you get leaned away from the post and the player accelerates to the far side, you've got to get a good seal along the ice, yet still be under control in case he carries it or passes it out in front. So it's important that you get down but get a good clean stop. You're under control. Like this. Perfect seal along the ice. Yet if a rebound or a pass goes in front, you can't get a clean stop and you can get there quickly. Another situation you might use a post lean is when a player has the puck and kind of brings it wide and tacks down near the goal line. Okay? The first thing you're going to do is not skate backwards, not necessarily slide either. You sort of reach back with this foot, into the post, and then twist your body with your chest, face it up ice a little bit. That way if he shoots the ceiling here, puck goes to the front, you can move, puck goes behind the net, you can still track. In a similar situation, you might be down and a puck comes down to a player here, and you need to get to that post and seal it off. Again, it's not a big push, but you've got to reach back, twist and turn, and you're ready for a shot or a movement across. Sometimes you'll be on your feet and you want to try to get down to a post lean. It's hard because your foot is already on the post. You almost have to take it off the post real quickly and get your pad back down like this. Jordan's going to show us a movement drill you can practice without shooters, how to move in and out of this position. Start in a post and square up to this side, in a butterfly, and then look quick, and see what happens in the other post. Look, move, square up, move, and step. Notice he doesn't have to push hard to get to that post. It's a quick move,